And we are live. What's going on? LBHT crew. The games just finished. Panthers, Ravens, Ravens. Look, Ravens went well. Panthers, not so much. All right.
Panthers defense played very well. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's get it off your chest, man. Everybody's getting in here. Kimberly is first, by the way. What's going on, Kimberly? So let's go Ravens. Big W and first. Yes, you are first. Thanks for coming through. Look, we're gonna spend some time on the Ravens, but we're not gonna spend that much time because Hendo's got a live stream at 8. Is it 8, right?
Yes, sir.
At 8 o'clock. So we gotta be done 8 sharp.
We gotta be done by like 7:45.
Well, there you go. How much time you want to spend on the Panthers?
Oh, I was done.
all right. Let's break down the three. Let's break down the 3 picks because I was just asking you. I didn't see how bad were they. Was it?
Well, again, I didn't see the third pick because after he threw the second pick 6, I changed it to the Cowboys and Eagles game, which is very riveting. Okay, that's super entertaining right there. The first pick 6 was bad. He was just trying to do a little too much. He didn't look at the defense, or he didn't see the defender there, and he threw it out to Chuba Hubbard out on the sideline. It was, Bryce doesn't have the strongest arm to begin with, and it wasn't placed well, and it was late, and it was picked, and he brought it back for a touchdown. The second one, there's no such thing as a good pick, right? But it wasn't terrible. They were running a screen to Miles Sanders, and he had a defender in his face, and he threw it a little too high. Sanders couldn't get it. He got picked and taken back to the house. And listen, man, shout out to Kenny Moore, who got both of those pick 6s with his family there for the first time. So that's nice. I think Bryce knew that, and Bryce trying to help him out a little bit.
No.
The defense.
What's up, Killer? ¿Cómo estás? Yeah. Muy bien. ¿Y tú?
The defense played very well. The O-line did not. Bryce did not.
That's gonna be the common theme every week, even in wins with the Panthers. That O-line is so bad.
They're very bad. Bryce was bad today. The running backs were okay. Chuba had 16 carries for 58 yards. Miles Sanders 6 carries for 39 yards. So they did all right. But no, obviously today, they lost 27-13 and they had 2 pick 6s. So those mistakes killed them.
Yeah,
they killed them. So.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to listen, obviously there's some homerism going on here. You're a Panthers fan, right? And you don't want to make excuses for bad play, right? Mm-hmm. But man, like when the O-line doesn't protect you at all, at some point it's going to affect you, right? And what's up, Big Reg? He says the third pick was pretty bad. He threw it into pretty much triple coverage. Yeah, at the end of the game, I can see him trying to force it. And he's not experienced enough, to just, move the ball down the field. And you don't have the team. You don't have the team. And like I said, he just had a bad game. If the O-line's letting you down, if your receivers can't make plays, you got to play within, your means. And I understand you want to make things happen, especially coming off a win. You want to keep that going. But you do what you can do. And it's up to the coaching staff. It's up to the front office to upgrade that team around you, right? Don't go out there and try to force the issue. That's really the only thing you can do at this point.
Yeah, look, and they were saying the same kind of thing on the post-game show, like, oh, you can't have the turnovers. You gotta take what the defense gives you, blah blah blah. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but when you're a team like Carolina, can't block, hasn't really been able to run effectively. You don't have receivers who can get downfield and make plays. You don't have receivers who can make plays anywhere on the field, but you don't have specifically guys who can get down the field. You're not winning any games taking what the defense gives you either, right? Like he can check it down all day. They're going to lose every week doing that. Like you have to try and make some plays. And the thing is, the thing that's bad for Bryce, I guess specifically, is it came on the same day that CJ Stroud set a record for rookie passing. He had 470 yards and 5 touchdowns in a win over Tampa.
Insane. And look, Danity, she's already starting the narrative. She's starting it. Bryce, not CJ.
I mean, what's really funny to this about that narrative to me? Like, he literally just outplayed and beat CJ last week.
I know. And listen, and CJ Stroud explained to you guys last week why Bryce is playing great. You just gotta, he didn't want to throw the rest of the team under the bus. He's just like, look, if you watch football, you study tape like I do, that he's been playing very well, right? That's pretty much what he's been saying, and it's true, and he kind of showed that. But Danny is right. That is going to be the narrative.
Oh,
that is a narrative.
Yeah. That's been going on for several weeks already. Like that's not even a new thing.
And no, he's not CJ. He's going to be like CJ is in a much better situation. What's up, Chris?
Chris hit it right on the head as usual. Everything is Hayden Hurst's fault. His presence alone is messing everything up, and those are big time facts. So yeah, I mean, look, it was a terrible game. Yeah. Gardner Minshew strikes again, just like he did against the Ravens. It's awful. Hopefully Anthony Richardson comes back healthy at the start of next year, and we don't ever have to see this dude again. But I'm still confident in a win next week. Although they're playing Thursday night, they're playing Chicago, and they're saying that Justin Fields is going to be back, so it's going to be narrative street come Thursday again. So it should be interesting.
Facts.
But I got Carolina.
Salute to Hendo from the Road Pod. Speaking of. He has a stream starting at 8, so this is going to be a shorter stream. We're going to finish right before his stream starts. So you guys go over to the Road Pod. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, bam, right there. Actually, he's got a new logo. I gotta update this. He's got a new logo.
Does he?
But yeah, he has his back all the time.
Well, no, I always think of it as just the merch thing, but I guess it is the new logo.
Wow, and you're supposed to be his co-host. You want co-host points?
I don't get co-host points, so I don't need to worry about stuff like that.
I didn't give a shout out to everybody else, man. Salute to Malik B, man. Thanks for coming through. Bazel, you are not second, sir. You are not second. You are third. Malik B just beat you out. But thanks for coming through. NDT Sports in the house. What's going on? Living big with Big Red. Salute to you. Mo Scala is in the house. What's going on? Willie Seabon. Jeremy's in the house.
Nah, you got 8 o'clock locked up, so we're gonna give shout outs for the next 30 minutes, and we're gonna get out of here, and then you can go on.
Open mic with OTR Mike, who just dropped a live stream the other day. So you guys been asking for it. It's there, and he told a very interesting story, and I'm glad he told that story before we take this trip to New Orleans. All right, because I'll definitely be looking around my hotel room. That's where you need to go and subscribe. Okay. Also, Ring Kings Podcast, where you find all of us. I didn't hit you up today, Mikey. Mikey was waiting to record today. Next weekend, we're going to be recording the pound for pound list. All right. So, and that will go out that same weekend. Let's see who else is in the house. T Sizzle, what's going on? Who else we got? Kimberly says, I'm so happy for Odell's score, his first touchdown on his birthday. Is today his birthday?
Yep. Happy
birthday. I'm glad he got it. Agent Dapper E in the house. What's going on, Agent E?
What's up, Agent?
Coach Evans, Sip2 Tally Films. Make sure you go and subscribe there. I hope you guys will subscribe. He did watch along, and he did a post game call in. So you want to get your thoughts off for the Ravens games afterwards. Subscribe over there, because we don't do call-ins over here. All right. We don't want to hear your voice. Okay. We don't want to hear your voice. We don't want to hear it over here.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, did you get everything off your chest, B?
Yeah, look, you all know I don't take the games personally like that. And that's why when he threw the second pick six, when it looked like they were kind of mounting a comeback, maybe, I just switched games. I don't need to watch the rest of that and just be frustrated. Like
I think I take it more personal than you, because I listen. Protect your young quarterback, especially a young black quarterback. You already know how I feel about that, man.
That ship has sailed for this season. Oh no!
What?
I mean, I kind of thought this was the case, but we had some breaking news. Well, not necessarily breaking.
Don't tell me it's Goddard. Is it Goddard?
No, okay. No, don't nobody care about Dallas. I mean, no offense, Dallas. Nobody care about Dallas.
I care. He's on my fantasy team.
Giants quarterback Daniel Jones is feared to have suffered a significant knee injury, potentially a torn ACL.
Did he play today?
He went out with a non-contact knee injury. They had to put DeVito back in, and so they're thinking it's a torn ACL maybe, and he might be done.
That sucks, man.
Unfortunate for Daniel.
Yeah, that sucks.
Glad he got paid before that happened.
Yes. We tell a lot of Daniel jokes, but I mean, you can't dislike him, right? He doesn't have a personality. Yeah, you can't.
Okay, first of all, I'm sure he has a wonderful personality. Second of all, I don't think he's a great quarterback, but he is super fun to watch.
Yes.
When you're not a Giants fan. Like, he's very fun to watch.
Chris said, "Friends of the Danny Pennies."
You should eat pennies. That man making $40 million a year.
It's dollars now. It's Danny dollars. Okay. That's what his bank account says. What's going on, Zico Kage? Salute to you, man. Thanks for coming through.
So, can't believe the Colts game is over.
Did Tyrod play? I heard that.
No, he's hurt.
Oh, Tyrod's hurt. Okay.
I think he's on IR.
Really?
I think because I saw something that they were talking about putting him on IR.
Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Garnett, my friend. What's going on? Man, Garnett. We're gonna get to you, my friend. We're gonna get to you. Okay. In fact, we'll talk about the Ravens right now. Ravens blow out the Seahawks, 37-3. Listen, the Seahawks are a good team. Gino's playing very well right now. They have a lot of talent. I was surprised by that. Pleasantly surprised.
I thought that they would win fairly easily. I thought the Seahawks offense would be able to put up more points than they did. They got completely shut down by the Ravens. The Ravens defense playing out of their minds right now.
Yes,
but I thought the Ravens would score over 30.
Yeah, but I thought the Seahawks would score close to 30. I thought it would be a close game, right? But your boy Garnett here could not wait. He thought, you're laughing. Yeah. Get your prayers up, Garnett. Could not wait to try to throw shade. And I saw how you tagged the Ravens too. Were you trying to snitch on us, right? Saying, hey, what's up, Dre? What's going on? Garnett felt that he likes our guys. He's taking the EDC mentality of we like our guys, even though that's not EDC's mentality. He tried to get Derrick Henry, right? But you clipped something from our show last weekend that was I'm not sure what the point of that was. We were 100% right. I don't understand this argument, Garnett. What are you trying to argue with us? The Ravens, according to reports that you put out there, right? That you parroted, that they had a deal in place. They had a deal in place for Derrick Henry. They had a deal in place for Derrick Henry, and it fell through. It got vetoed, right?
I'd rather have Hunter Henry.
So
ruining everything.
I feel you, but they had a deal in place, and it fell through. They failed. That's what we said. They failed. Okay. Now all these excuses come out for EDC about why it was a good thing, right? Why actually we don't need to spend a second round pick on Josh Jacobs, or we don't need to spend a second or third, whatever pick it was going to take for Derrick Henry. Those are just rentals. Why are they rentals? Why are they rentals? You trade for them and you extend them. Same thing we did for Roquan last year. Is he a rental?
It's a hilarious conversation considering what Baltimore did last year with their second round pick. But we know they do that for defense. They go all out for defense. They don't really do that for offense.
Right. There's always an excuse. There's always an excuse on offense. We were never spending a second round pick. We did it last year for a middle linebacker. That's also now a position of value.
Right.
So, I mean, like, let's not make excuses. Again, man, I know that's your boy. I know you and EDC are like this, right? I said it on air last week. EDC, if you're watching, okay, you can clip this part. Clip this part and send it to EDC. EDC, listen. Your friend, Garnett West, okay? he has represented for you. All right. He has come through here. And I mean, he held it down for you. Okay. He heard that your name was being slandered over here, and he said, not on my watch. Okay. All right. Garnett, salute to you. Salute to you. All right. You defended your boy. All right. You can rest now. All right. You can rest now. All right. You fought valiantly. Okay. A 25-year-old linebacker that is, but keep going. How old is Josh Jacobs?
I don't know. And why do you think it's significant that he's 25? He plays a position that's not valuable, which is something that the Ravens themselves confirmed when they didn't want to pay CJ Mosley.
So, okay, look, listen, we're gonna get to the actual game, but I'm just curious. I'm just curious, like, what are you arguing here? Because the Ravens did try to trade for an older running back that's turning 30. They had a deal in place, allegedly, right? So what are we arguing? Are you saying that EDC messed up when he was trying to get that deal done? Or are you saying are you saying that you wish you gotten that deal done, but it is what it is? Or like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, hey, he almost had it done, it's not his fault, or at the same time, it's actually better that he didn't get it done because you don't want to spend the picks on a running back. You can't have it both ways. Your boy messed up one way or another.
And Roquan's 26, actually. Josh Jacobs is 25.
Whoops.
But that's all right.
All right. So the Ravens stomp out the Seahawks. Yeah. I was surprised. I shouldn't have been surprised. Because Lamar is 17-1 now against the NFC. I don't know what it is with the NFC, man. I don't know. I have a theory, right? But I mean, he doesn't lose.
I have a theory too. It's that the NFC teams are worse than the AFC teams.
Man, 17-1, or is it 18-1? I'm not sure. 18-1. Thank you, Spooky J. Thank you, Muscala. 18-1. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you what it is. The NFC don't have anybody like Lamar Jackson over there. That's what it is. Like, now, Jalen Hurts is awesome. They don't have Lamar Jackson.
Hold on. You passing messages now?
It's not coming from me, but somebody that wanted me to ask you this, Jose. Did EDC build a contending Super Bowl team? No, he didn't. So go tell who it came from. First of all, man up and speak for yourself. Okay, don't pass messages. Second of all, what team did he build? Because as far as I remember, he didn't draft Lamar Jackson. He didn't draft Andrews. He didn't draft Marlon Humphrey. He what
didn't draft your boy Gus Edwards.
He didn't draft Gus Edwards. So what did he do for this team?
No, he inherited a playoff team. They got worse, and then this year, in desperation, they brought Lamar back and they went and they got Odell. They drafted Zay in the first round, and they tried to put to rebuild a bit. And look, they are say his name on it.
Don't be scared. Like, what's gonna happen?
Who?
Yeah, like what's that person think is gonna happen? Ask us a question. Lots of people ask us questions.
But no, like he didn't build a Super Bowl contending team. They were a playoff team when he became the GM. What's
up, Yo, Mitchell. Okay, listen. I don't want this to get lost today. What's up, Raheem Ali? Mitchell played really well. Very happy. I hope he can keep it going, man. Like, he looked very explosive. Very excited for him.
My man looked like he'd been on IR though. Like, he got tired at the end of that second long run he had. Man, like, when he cut back inside, he was looking for a place to lay down.
Listen, I hope he's everything we hope and project him to be. Right. Mm-hmm. The whole thing is you can't rely on hope. We gotta see him do it. Good start though.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing they said about Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers had what is it, like 80 yards or something in his first game. Something around there. And we're like, oh my God, he's everything that we thought he was gonna be. And he hasn't been that. Like he's a
Not
rookie.
quite. Yeah,
And
he's rookie.
he's trying to find his way. I'm sure that you're gonna have times like that with Keaton Mitchell. And that part isn't even relevant anyway, because nobody was saying trade for Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs to replace Keaton Mitchell. You're talking about Gus Edwards. Right, Keaton Mitchell was going to play regardless of bringing in another running back. But he said he had a great game. I think they had a really good game across the board. I mean, Stanley got beat on the fumble when Lamar was throwing the ball and it got knocked out of his hand. Outside of that, I mean, I'm trying to think. And I don't know anything else really went wrong. I thought everybody played really well today. Like I said, the defense was absolutely lights out. They were fantastic, and the offense played pretty well. I mean, they could have finished off a couple drives that ended up in field goals, but that's nitpicking on a team that scored 37 points. So I mean, it was a great day for the Ravens for sure.
Yeah, nothing bad to say. Like the offense, you can say it got going a little slow, but when the defense is playing the way they're playing, man, you can get away with that, right? Now, where I get a little nervous, and which is why we keep saying you got to add as much talent as you can, is what happens when you play those teams that can score on the defense, right? The Dolphins can't score on any defense. The Chiefs can score on any defense. Buffalo can score.
I think you're safe from the Dolphins because you do have a record over 500. So you're probably good. You're probably good there.
Touche. But the way this defense is playing, man, like they're keeping us in games, and if we get off to a slow start, it doesn't affect us. And I'll say this: the offense has been making adjustments. They have, it's not the Giro offense, right? You see some hints of it, but it's not the Giro offense. They're able to get it going when they need to get it going, and they're doing what they need to do to win these games. And like today, I mean, I got nothing bad to say. They got it done on the ground. They used Lamar a little bit, but they weren't relying on Lamar. That's fine. Darren, what's going on? Says even for a Harbaugh inside hire. Yes. Listen, man. You talking about McDonald? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He says I feel like McDonald deserves some credit. McDonald deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah,
yes.
McDonald probably gonna be gone next year.
Unfortunately. Listen, Darren, I can say that I got wrong about McDonald. I didn't think he was going to be anything, right? I just don't believe in the Harbaughs, right? Not in terms of bringing in coaching talent, but McDonald's a real one. I gotta give him credit. He's done an excellent job. Geno Stone, he looked like he's gonna be a first team All Pro.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Got another interception today, and even the broadcasters were just like, "Wow, he did it again." So I got nothing bad to say about Mike McDonald, man. Hats off to you. You're doing a great job. This defense is buzzing. I love it. Now, what do you do with Marcus Williams?
I mean, I don't know what kind of outs they have in his contract, but I would be exploring it.
Yeah, because we talked about this on the roundup on last Monday. If he comes back this year, you implement him because he's a good player.
Yeah.
Right. But what do you do in the offseason?
I mean, look, ideally, you go out there and you have, and I think Coach or Chris was talking about this. You have Geno and Marcus Williams playing back, and you have Kyle Hamilton, play up more towards the line, which is more his strength anyway. But we'll see. I'm sure he'll come back, and Geno will just go back to the bench for the most part. I mean, he'll still play, but I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they might go ahead and try and get. I don't think you're gonna. Like, safeties don't have value like that to anybody but Baltimore. I mean, Kevin Byard just got traded for a couple day 3 picks.
Well, I mean that's right. Baltimore's alley, right? If he gets, listen, at this point, like I don't think even if he doesn't go on this interception streak, right? He solidified a good amount of votes, right, for All Pro. I think whether he gets it or not, his value is going to be the highest. Now, if they say we're keeping Marcus Williams, he's a better player, and I would agree. We're going to trade. We're going to trade Geno Stone. There'll be some takers. It won't be a first, maybe not even a second, but I can see a third round or even a couple third-round picks for him.
I don't think they get anywhere near that because the league does not value safeties like that.
What did Bayer go for?
So, a fifth and a fifth and another pick. It was day 3 picks. The league does not care about that position.
But even still, Baltimore would take it. I can see Baltimore taking it.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you put it up there initially, I thought he was talking about Marcus Williams. They wouldn't take that from Marcus Williams.
No, for Geno Stone.
For Geno, yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's a current first team All Pro, that give that will give other teams looking at him a little bit closer.
I don't think it will. I think most teams are going to look at a lot of the players on this Ravens defense and say it's McDonald. Because I mean, listen, the talk all the way from Ravens fans and everybody coming into the season was, they do not have enough talent in that secondary.
Oh, okay. Well, Hendo said it. Geno's a free agent after the season, so that settles that. He's going to get paid.
He's gonna get that sweet $5.5 million a year.
Yeah, it won't be from us.
No.
Yeah, Danny says Geno's cool. We have other players of higher priority. Who?
Geno's playing better than all of them. But no, I understand what you mean because you have Marcus Williams, allegedly, in theory. The Cowboys are on the 11-yard line, down 28-23 with 27 seconds left in the game, though. So I'm kind of watching that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
And Dak took a sack. Oh, damn. Yeah, Dak took a sack the way Dak does. Clock is running, second down. So it doesn't look like this is going to go well for the Cowboys.
Yeah. DeJuan 100 says we ain't there yet. We ain't where? Not sure what he meant. I'm kind of scrolling. I'm going back and forth. Don't worry. I'm just trying to pick out some people here in the chat that I missed. Bazel says the Ravens winning big. They switched the game. Giants getting killed. They don't switch the game though. What other game you want them to switch to?
Cowboys and Eagles.
Well, yeah.
But there's only 5 seconds left in that one. So
yeah. 80 people in here. Hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Okay. I know a lot of you guys watch and don't subscribe because YouTube keeps feeding us to you because you're enjoying the content, but it'll help us out if you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. All right. That's the goal by the end of the year. So help us get there. Hit that subscribe button. What are you shaking your head at?
Delay game. So now it's third and there's 5 seconds left. They're on the 27.
So they're not getting it.
No, it does not appear so. It does not appear that they're going to be getting it. But, I didn't think they were going to win this game anyway. That's okay.
I thought it'd be a close game, and it was a close game. I picked the Eagles. Sean Coles, what's going on? Says, I really be feeling like people don't know what they're talking about. McDonald's, Todd, Martin, Harbaugh, EDC. What does that mean? Harbaugh, EDC know what they're doing way better than anyone on the show.
Okay. Cool. Did Greg Roman know way better than anybody on YouTube what he was doing, or is that
wait? What's he saying here? He put a lot of words together here.
He said that we don't know what we're talking about. Those guys know what they're doing way better than us. By the way, Sean, those guys tried to trade for a running back, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, which guys? McDonald's, Todd Martin, and Harbaugh?
Duncan and Harbaugh.
Oh, because I've never heard of Todd Martin or Harbaugh.
He's rage typing right now.
Oh, I see. What is this?
You talking about getting rid of Gus? They were talking about replacing Gus, which is why we were talking about it.
Hey, Sean, you're in our chat. You're on our show, all right?
And CeeDee Lamb with the catch and fumble at the 5. Game over.
Well, there you go. There you go. DeAndre Thomas says the plays 3 safeties all time. Geno, they play 3 safeties all time. Geno won't go back to the bench.
But I mean, I doubt he gets re-signed. If Hendo's saying he's a free agent, I doubt he'll be back. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they would try to do that. I'm saying that he would be in a rotation. He wouldn't be playing all game.
Oh, okay. Y'all got him up out of there. Okay. Salute. Let's see. Choke artist, Jerry said. Osmond got a question for you. Hey, Brodny, you were right. Oh, comment. You were right about the O-line opening up holes for the running backs. I'm very happy I was wrong. I sometimes get frustrated because their play can vary so much from week to week.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, and you know, our thing, and you know, we were on Twitter talking about this as well. Our thing is just you go out and you get the best talent that's available. You can win with Gus for sure. Like the Chiefs, I believe they're starting running back the second time they won the Super Bowl was Damian Williams, I believe, or the second time they got to the Super Bowl, I believe, was Damian Williams. You know, he's not a great running back by any stretch of the imagination, right? You can win with those guys, but the point is why when you can get better, right? And when you're talking about making a Super Bowl run, it's a 3 to 4 game stretch. You know, it's a whole different thing. What happened in the regular season doesn't matter. You know, you get into the playoffs and you gotta get hot and you gotta win those 3 or 4 games. And in the NFL, and then, I mean, I think in most sports, you know, the games come down to a couple of plays. You know, and it's whether you make the plays or you don't make the plays, or you let your opponent make the plays, or whatever it is, and get the guys who can make plays that other guys can't make. You know, Gus Edwards can't do the things that Derrick Henry does. He just can't. He's not Derrick Henry. You know, I made this point to somebody on Twitter who was asking. He said that, yeah, you know, Gus isn't as good as those guys, but this collection of running backs can kind of reproduce that production. I'm like, yeah, and the Vikings reproduced Adrian Peterson's production with Matt Asiata and Jerick McKinnon when he got hurt. But you don't want Matt Asiata and Jerick McKinnon. You want Adrian Peterson because he can make plays that those guys cannot make. Yeah. You know, you get those guys into the open field. Matt Asiata is not going 70 yards for a touchdown. Like he's not. He's Matt Asiata. He can't do that. You know, what they used to say about Adrian Peterson, I heard there was one guy who was interviewing on Jim Rome show. He said, when Adrian Peterson gets in the open field and his head starts bucking, you cancel Christmas, you know, for the defense, essentially, right? Because you can't stop him. But, you know, and that's not the case with Gus.
Yeah. Super Brother says, if we lose, it's because Stanley will give up tons of sacks. When does he do that?
Is that the only reason? I mean, because you've been to the playoffs before, and that wasn't the reason. So
Ferris says X's and O's are nice, but we need the Jimmies and Joes. That's right. You gotta have players, man. Shout out to Eric L over on Facebook and Edward Bigby for showing us love. Appreciate y'all, man. Yes, we are streaming live over on Facebook as well, and Twitter and Twitch. All right, so wherever you're watching, hit that like button. Okay. If you're listening to the podcast, I'm sorry putting these all out on the audio side. I don't even been putting the LBHT show out on the audio side. I'm gonna put everything out there. So you get everything. Okay. Give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. Heather says Jimmy's and Joe's, not the Daniels. Unnecessary. Right. He says Mitchell made us better today. Yeah, he definitely contributed, man. Definitely. I hope he can continue playing that way. Seriously. I was excited by that. Chris says, can't hear for Ravens and Panthers talk. Not Matt Asiata. Disrespect.
There was no disrespect. I say he did an admirable job replacing Adrian Peterson. Yeah. That is respect of the highest order.
Danny says, I don't know how, but Lamar and Justice have to work on those handoffs. Yeah.
I know how. Take Justice out the game.
Yeah, if he's the only problem, if he's the only one that has problems, then he's the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Justice still has a spot. Listen, man. Well, Keaton Mitchell has to stay healthy, and he has to play consistent. That's the thing, because we've seen all of these running backs have their moments. Justice Hill's have games where we're just like, oh, Justice Hill, right? Oh, Gus Edwards, right? Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake had a few games. Y'all forgot about that. Kenyon Drake had a few games like this, right?
I remember Devontae Freeman had like a 35-yard reception or something one game. People are like, he's back.
So it's consistency, man, right? We have to see if they can do it on a consistent basis. This is what separates bad to good to great to elite, right? It's a very thin line between those levels. It's a very thin line, and it's just a matter of consistency. The bad players can do what the elite players do very few times, but they can do it. Every now and then, they can have a great play, right? The good players can do it more. Mm-hmm. Great players can do it more. Elite players can do it more. It's all about doing it more, right? So, yes, sometimes Gus Edwards can trick you guys into thinking he's actually a top 10 back. Look at his stats. Look at how he's running. He's looking great, but he can't do it game in and game out, right? He can't do it when you need him to do it, right? That's why when you try to when an elite player is available, you have to go out there and try to make it happen because they don't become available that often.
Right. And they're going to say that the line's coming together. They're making the running backs look better. Cool. Get better running backs too.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you don't want the running backs to look better. You want them to be better. Mm-hmm. Right. When you go out and you get a better offensive coordinator, when you improve the offensive line, when you improve the quarterback position, your wide receivers will look better.
What's up, Yolanda?
Right? Because the offense is going to be running more smoothly. Your quarterback's going to have more time. Your quarterback's going to be more talented. You'll be able to get the ball out to those players. And their numbers will increase. They'll look better. This is what happened with the Patriots years ago with Tom Brady. They looked good when it was Rashae Caldwell on them. And then they got to the playoffs, and the talent difference was on display. And they had a horrible game, and the Patriots replaced all of them. They went out and got Randy Moss. Right? So if you have a line that's playing better, go get Derrick Henry and think of how much better Derrick Henry will look.
Yeah, we only think limited. We only think like limited potential on the offensive side. If it's the defensive side, you want the total package, right? Because nobody said, "Hey, why are we trading for Roquan?" Patrick Queen is playing better. Patrick Queen was playing better before we got Roquan, right? Yeah. Coach will point this out.
Yes.
All right.
Coach will fight you.
Right. So why did we trade for him and then give him $100 million contract?
Right. And that's the same situation that you're in with the running backs. You got a guy who's playing fine, but a much better option is available. And for some reason, we're like, no, don't do that.
Right. Right. It's good enough. Our good enough is nowhere near good enough. Right. We do this every year, guys, and we have to break out of this mentality of, well, hey, with the players that we have, we're 7-2. Hey, we're making the playoffs. Hey, we could be the Raiders. Oh, we could be the Cardinals. Like, don't let anybody talk to you about that. Those aren't our teams. I don't give a damn about them. I give a damn about the team that's supposed to be competing for a Super Bowl. Okay. And when you match us up against those other Super Bowl teams, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. You have to compare yourselves to the Chiefs. You have to compare yourselves to the Eagles. You have to compare yourself to the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys. Because the Dolphins already showed us what they can do with 7 minutes on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all they need. Oh, you guys are up big? Not anymore.
Yeah,
not anymore. Okay, that's the type of talent, the type of offenses that we're going to be facing in the playoffs. We have to have the firepower on our side to match that when they go on a run.
Overrated defending Super Bowl champions,
bro.
Overrated team who's won 2 Super Bowls in the last 4 or 5 years. Overrated team who's been to the conference championship 5 years in a row. Been to 3 Super Bowls. I think the team that you were looking for, Agent, unfortunately, was the Baltimore Ravens there.
Overrated. What more do you want them to do, yo? What more do you want them to do? The Super Bowl, no defense. Do they need it? They just want.
You've had a defense. How's that working out for you?
Do they need the defense? Now, keep in mind, they are the defending Super Bowl champions. Do they need defense? Also, they got Chris Jones. I'll take Chris Jones over everybody we have.
Yeah, their defense isn't bad, but yeah, overrated. Huh?
Yep, Chiefs won because Lamar was hurt.
What are you even talking about? They never played the Chiefs in the playoffs.
What
you haven't gone that far.
What about 2019? What happened then?
I was saying any of the seasons. You never
2020.
You didn't play the Chiefs in the playoffs ever because you haven't been good enough to.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, not sure where we're going with that one.
And here goes the trash talking from Suge. Can't wait till the Ravens have a great season just to get bounced in the first round.
I will
be great.
I will say this. I absolutely agree with Garner. They should not have made that trade because they need that second round pick for this offseason when they take George Pickens from the Steelers. Because that's coming.
Yeah. Hey, Steelers 5-3.
I believe so.
5-3. A team that is nowhere near good enough to be 5-3 is 5-3, and that's because they have a superior coach. Okay, I've been telling you guys this. Somebody argued with us before because he didn't like that I used the word superior. Man, what do you want me to say? Right? That's a superior coach. You think Harbaugh can take that team to 5-3? I don't think so. But I'm not worried about them either. Okay?
No, super brother. You said the Chiefs won because Lamar was hurt. They won when he wasn't hurt too. What are you talking about? And once again, you have never been in a position to stop the Chiefs from winning anything. What are you talking about?
Living legend, what's going on? Says Keaton Mitchell is the god running back. God, listen, you know what he gave me. He gave me flashbacks of, and again, because I do not want to have a Julius Peppers moment here. I mean, no way am I saying he is this player. In no way am I saying he is this player. I just had it just reminded me for a second, right? Just kind of flashed my head like, oh, right. CJ2K, Chris Johnson. The explosiveness, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Nah, he's not Chris Johnson.
Which is what we've been talking about for years, that their offense has been missing, and now they have it potentially in Keaton Mitchell, and they have a guy like that in Zay Flowers. I keep wanting to call him Zay Jones in Zay Flowers. And that's the thing that the Ravens offense has been needing for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I saw today? And I didn't even check to see if it was true because I just assumed it was, that CJ Stroud now has more passing touchdowns than Kenny Pickett for his career.
Wow. Shout out to CJ Stroud, man. Shout out to Houston. They got a good one there. All right, couple more and we're getting out of here. Go over to the Rogue Pod. Subscribe now. All right, pull it up in your browser. Pull up another browser. Pull up Rogue Pod right now. He's going to start in a few minutes. All right, we'll be in the chat hanging out over there. Don Mega says Steelers hoping for 4 more wins so they can call this season a success. But Don Mega, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah,
they're not going to have a losing season. They will have 9 wins. They might even sneak into the playoffs. All right.
Hey, Shug, I didn't say anything about the Steelers, so I don't know why you're asking what the Steelers' record is. I made a comment about Kenneth Pickett and CJ Stroud.
Yeah, we like Bryce too. Yeah, no, we like Bryce too. Bryce is just in a bad situation right now. But I do think they will turn it around. I do.
And just say they're 1 game better than Houston, which I wouldn't be gloating on that right now if I were you.
Yeah. Who is the Steelers QB yet he has a winning record? Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
That's what I'm saying. Excellent coaching job.
Cool.
Take the compliment. I was ready to
so
say
defensive.
Now this hurts. Steelers gonna finish with enough wins to retain Matt Canada. How you feel about that, Suge? Suge will fight you over that.
Look at my man typing through the tears. We're better than the Panthers. Everybody's better than the Panthers. Who cares? What are you talking about?
Y'all made me drop my coin. Get you one of those, okay? Patreon.com/LBHTShow. Listen, 95 people in here. Hit the like button. All 95 people of you subscribed. Yes, thank you very much. Now you need to go tell your friends and loved ones to subscribe, okay? We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. Also, I'm going to flash it on the screen real quick. This is our crew right here. We move like Wu-Tang, all right? Open mic with OTR Mike. Deep Cover Podcast, okay? Let's Get Raid Network, the highlights. Rogue Pod. Suge Knight 323, although he's a Steelers fan, but we love him, all right? And Sip to Tally, all right? You go subscribe to all those places. Just go subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's not hard. Takes 2 seconds. Tell your friends and loved ones, hey, hit that subscribe button. Don't even worry about it, all right? If you guys want to support even further, patreon.com/LBHTShow is how you do it, all right?
The delusion is strong in Super Brother. I mean, my God.
What's Super Brother saying? He says, our whole team has to be injured to lose to the Chiefs. Yeah, all right. Well, listen. Losers make excuses.
They've won 2 Super Bowls.
Listen.
Been to 3.
Super Brother, you could be right. But only losers have to make excuses. Winners just win. Right? They just won the game.
You could be right, but you're not, because we've seen the Ravens in the playoffs healthy and they lost anyway.
Yeah.
And didn't get to play the Chiefs regardless. So
listen, 5 years straight, they've been to the AFC Championship. They've won 2 Super Bowls, right? They don't need to justify anything. They are the team. Okay? They are the team. You can call them overrated. That doesn't mean anything. And I know AJ just trolling, but you can call them whatever. They don't care. They're still one of the top teams in the AFC right now. We're gonna have to go through them if we want to get to a Super Bowl. That's damn near guaranteed.
That's my thing too with this whole running back. We gotta go. But
yes.
Just real quick, that's the whole thing. Is like Ravens fans act like the road to the Super Bowl goes through Seattle and not Kansas City or Miami or Buffalo or teams in their conference who are much better than Seattle. Mm-hmm. That was just the weird thing to me about the reaction to today's game. Yeah. But whatever.
But I'll definitely take this win. I thought this was one that was making me nervous. Great win. And if we do make it to the Super Bowl, put all your money on the Ravens. They don't lose to the NFC.
Yeah.
Okay, unless it's the Giants. unless it's Danny Dimes.
And prayers up for Daniel, because he's not going to be playing anymore.
Shout out to D3. Shout out to MDT Sports for coming through. Spooky J in the house. Buffalo trash. I can't even argue. Man, Buffalo, I don't know, man. I like Buffalo. They're going to get together. All right.
It's been a minute since the Steelers showed up in the playoffs either, Suge. So I wouldn't be talking too loud. Y'all did give Baker Mayfield his only playoff win, correct?
Oh, that hurts. Baker is quietly putting together a decent season. Nobody's talking about that. Well, anyway, all right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. All right, quick stream. Go over to the Road Pod. That should be starting now. Go over there, hit the subscribe button, hang out with us. B, any last words?
It's been more than 2 years since you showed up in the playoffs, Sugar. I think you missed those words. But no, that's it. It's time to go.
All right. Y'all have a great night. We will see you
on
Monday.
Head over to the Road Pod. He's starting right now.
All right. That's it. Peace.